You think you tried this before? Think again. Hi, I'm Bruno and today I'm showing how a humble Portuguese northern meat pie gets turned into the flakiest buttery snack you ever heard of. No, we're not making dough from scratch. Yes, there is soy sauce, and no, grandma didn't do it this way. But give a bite into this and tell me tradition can't evolve. Let's do it. First rule of a good filling, build it like a stew. We're not just stuffing meat, we're crafting a layer of flavor that deserves its place inside all that golden pastry. Start dry. Pan on medium-high, no oil. Spread your ground beef out flat, one even layer. And yes, I'm using 20% fat mince. That fat isn't filler, it's flavor. It will render out, caramelize better, and give your filling real depth. Let it sear. No poking, no stirring. You want a proper brown crust. That's Maillard magic. Flip once when it's deeply browned, salt it lightly, then dust it with flour. Don't be shy, it will help the browning process and thick the whole mix. Stir and toast it. When you have at least half the meat caramelized, take the beef out and set it aside. Now we build the base. Lower the heat to medium and add a splash of olive oil. Toss in your finely chopped onions along with a pinch of salt. And now the twist. Add the diced chorizo right alongside. And peppers. Let them cook together until the onions go soft and the chorizo starts to render and tint everything red gold with smoky fat. This isn't just cooking, it's seasoning from the inside out. Now in goes the garlic. Minced garlic and garlic paste. Let it bloom for about 30 seconds. Don't let it burn. Then follow with garlic powder and onion powder. Yes, we're layering flavor. The powders reinforce the fresh stuff and give it that low, savory hum. And to finish our spices, add some smoked paprika to the mix. And once the onions are sweet and glossy and the chorizo's fat is doing its job, bring the beef back into the pan. Stir to combine, and now, red wine. A good splash right into the pan. Not a glug, just enough to deglaze. Stir it through and let it bubble and reduce. The alcohol will cook off, and what's left is dark, round, and clinging to the meat like it belongs there. Then add the flavor bombs, soy sauce, white pepper, and a pinch of cumin. Stir until it's glossy dark and looks like it belongs in a bakery window. Add our cheese and mix until it's melted throughout the meat. This will help our mix stick together and add a creamy texture to it. Mix it until it's nice and stringy. Now, puff pastry. We're not just unrolling and calling it a day, we're upgrading it. Pull out a sheet of puff pastry, taut but still cold. You want it pliable, not floppy. Lay it on a lightly floured surface and give it a gentle roll. Just enough to wake it up, not flatten into paper. Now here's the move most people skip. We'll laminate it again. Take your cold butter, cut it into tiny strips and dot it all over one half of the pastry. Not a smear, actual bits. This isn't just about richness, it's about lifting the layers. The butter melts as it bakes and gives you that shattering crunch people think only bakeries can get. Fold the pastry over like a book, half onto itself. Press it lightly, then roll it out again to flatten. You should still see specks of butter in the dough. That's what we want. This is my cheat code for buttery pastry without all the work of making it. Repeat this process at least one more time, but you can do this 2 or 3 times to make the dough super buttery. Now cut your circles. Use a bowl or large round cutter. We're aiming for 6 to 8 discs depending on size. It's up to you. How big do you want it? And if the dough starts to feel soft or sticky, stop. Slide it onto a tray and pop it in the freezer for 10 minutes. The secret here is keeping the dough cold as you work. It's how you get those dramatic flakes instead of sad, soggy fold. Now we build these beauties, like rustic little pies with secrets inside. Take your chilled pastry rounds and lay half of them flat on a lined tray or board. Spoon your cooled filling into the center of each one. Not too much, think generous scoop, not mountain. You want it full, but you still need room to seal. Overflow will mean leaks. Leaks mean sadness. Now dip your finger in a bit of water and run it around the edge of each bottom circle. This is your glue. No egg yet, just water. Simple but effective. Take your second set of pastry rounds and gently place over each base. Line up the edges, then press down gently to seal. Don't squish the filling, just press dough to dough. Now take a fork and crimp all the way around the edge. This does 2 things. Seals in the steam and gives it a classic golden ridge edge when baked. If a little filling tries to escape while pressing, that's your signal to scale back next time. No shame in that. And this is the moment. You've sealed, crimped, chilled, and now we go from cold promise to golden reality. Preheat your oven to 200 Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit, hot and ready. While the oven heats, take your chilled pastries and give each one a light egg wash. A soft brush, a beaten egg, and a little bit of water. That will be your golden armor. Slide the tray into the oven and bake for 20 to 25 minutes. Keep an eye on them after the 18-minute mark. What you're looking for is puff. Not just a little rise, dramatic flake, deep golden color, and maybe a bit of bubbling around the seams. If one opens a bit, that's okay. Imperfection's flavor's best friend. What matters is that crunch when you break one open. And the smell. And the taste. And all those buttery layers. That smoky chorizo. That faint heat of soy and spice. That really is a lot. When they're puffed and golden and your kitchen smells like a bakery in Braga, take them out. Let them rest a few minutes. Pastry is always better after it breeds. Got a tray of golden pastries that flake when you breathe near them. The bottoms are crisp, the tops are puffed. And if you listen close, they're still crackling. That's how we know we did it right. Now take a bite. Hear that crunch? That's the sound of store-bought puff pastry getting its redemption arc. Inside, juicy beef, smoky chorizo, a little umami from the soy, and warm from the cumin and wine. Sweet, salty, meaty, flaky. It's everything. And if people ask if you made the pastry yourself, just let them wonder. If anyone says to you, but that's not traditional, you look at them in the eye and say, neither is boring. Because these aren't knockoffs. They're a tribute, the spirit of Braga street food, upgraded with a few smart twists and enough crunch to put a smile on anyone's face. Remember when this sounded like too much? Store-bought puff pastry. Soy in a Portuguese dish? Relaminating the dough? Now you got a tray full of crunch, a freezer full of food, and a dish that bridges old school food with maximum flavor. You honor tradition by keeping it alive, loud, and delicious. But if you're looking for another Portuguese snack that will keep your freezer full of food for every opportunity, check this video out. It has exactly what you need. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you there. Bye!